Welcome back, everyone, to the Lantern Room at the Lighthouse, where we gather now for the final episode. And things escalated quite a bit at the end of last week, and so we see the scene now with Dima next to the light, with Sin, the lighthouse keeper, who lives in circles, standing over you as this light rotates. Its beam moving. The lens is covered with a thick layer of blood, enough that the light it casts has taken on an amber hue. And Taoli and Ocean bravely broke into the lighthouse room to come to Dima's rescue. But something happened in that moment where Eve, the spirit of Eve, or whatever is left of her, something within the light bulb, turned and saw Ocean and connected. And in that connection, Eve communicated to you her explanation as best she could with the tools at her disposal. And just a scene of a boat and a splash and a scream, and then grief. Deep grief. The kind of sadness that pulls at your bones, that rattles your teeth, that anchors you to the ground and leaves you leaden and tired. And in that moment of grief, you felt something inside you respond, and whatever that was enough, because the darkness responded as well. And this little glass cove of light and illumination has been completely covered in darkness. From the outside, these creatures that you've seen, these beings that are something like giant squids in shape roughly, but that you can't even understand as having depth because their darkness is so all-encompassing that they do not have enough reflection to even understand what is close and what is far. And their tendrils stretch out and encompass the whole area so that you can no longer see the stars or the ocean or the disco back on the island. Ocean, you are caught in this moment with Eve, but Taoli, you see this darkness, and you see as it presses on the windows, and the glass seems to distort, the shape of hands of pure darkness that are pressing in on the glass. And Sin is looking down at Dima with a concerned look now. And she says, "Oh my, you did bring them right to my house, didn't you? What would you like to do?" Anyone can act.
Breathe.
Well, it's just a sort of a situation when you're coming with friends. You all stay together. We're close. You can understand. Definitely just trying to BS my way, trying to keep Sin's attention on me so the other two can do whatever they need to do.
Okay.
Ooh. I think Ocean is definitely caught up in this moment of grief. So I think as the window and the glass is distorting, these hands are reaching in. Ocean, though not as affected, I believe, as Taoli, who has encountered this darkness one-on-one. I think you notice that Ocean is leaning backwards, in a weird. She's just getting a weird lean, she's leaning towards the hands. She's not really saying anything. She's leaning towards the hands.
Ocean leans backwards, moving almost away from the light and towards the windows. And Sin is chatting with Dima and saying, if you ever want to take up a job as a full-time protector, now might be the moment. Because, oh, honey, you do not want to do that. And she reaches towards Ocean, but you slip back. Taoli and Dima, you look over and you see a face appear behind Ocean on the outside of the glass, looking in. And it's the face from the locket. It is a manic smile with black tears streaming down from its eyes, and the tears extend out like tendrils, and they are reaching forward, pressing into the glass, and the glass is beginning to buckle.
Okay, so I am gonna actually kind of listen to what Sin is saying. I'm not gonna use magic, but rather I am going to use one of my Raven abilities, for better or for worse. And I'm going to try to like attack this face or these hands or anything that I can by pecking like furiously at it, so Ocean can get away.
Okay. So I'm going to have you and Taoli act at the same time. And then we'll resolve this roll. Taoli, what would you like to do?
Taoli flashes to the discussion on the motorboat before we arrived here. And their eyes go wide. They see the manic smile. Fear shoots through every vein in their body, a fear that they've just awakened to, an emotion that they've never felt before, but now are situated within intimately, as though a man drowning, crushed under oceanic tides. And they open their mouth and they start to sing Dancing Queen by ABBA.
Okay. Dima. So you are going to do an action roll. You are going to have to roll on 4 tables for this.
Okay.
Okay. 1. You get 1 die. You're a sleuth.
Yeah.
You unfortunately are very scared and very injured, so you don't get that one.
Unfortunately.
I'm going to say, do you have a relevant background?
I mean, it's one of my skills. I'm a raven.
Okay, so you have skill. That's a second one.
Okay.
Do you have a second skill?
I mean,
Dig deep.
I have to fly. I have to fly to get there. So I can use. One second. There's like 2 different types of flying. There's like speed flying. I'm gonna speed fly. I'm gassing it. Okay, we're cooking with gas.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm gonna
but
use
that's
my
only. I
other
feel like that's only 1 skill, right?
No, pecking is a skill.
Okay, flying and pecking. All right. You have help from a housemate with Taoli, and you are protecting a housemate.
Okay.
So that is 5 dice, 4 tables. Roll well.
No, please. Why the pressure?
Just in case you were deciding whether or not to save your good rolls for later, I would encourage you.
No, don't make that face.
What did you get?
5.
Please. Okay.
4.
Okay.
3. 2 1s.
Okay. Let's make this spin for us. Let's make it work.
Okay. Liv, I'm going to remind you. Oh, no, you actually. Okay. Oh, it's going to be so hard for you to survive this. Okay. There is one permutation which involves you surviving, I think. But I'm going to let you decide. I'm going to let you decide how you want to resolve this.
Okay, so my tables, okay, so, oh god, I'm like completely blacking out. So it's
okay,
it's
so
to succeed on my goal, to help, or
So in order, you have already sustained 1 injury, so you can sustain a second one and survive. So that's a good thing. If you do not, you need to have at least 5 on the scare table to make it out of this. Because you can only get 1 more scare before it's gonzos, and that's what you need. You need a 5. Also, however, bad news.
Yeah.
Actually, I just remembered. If you take an injury, so does Towley.
I'm at 2 injury and 2 scare. So you're gonna have to put your 5 in scared and your 4 in injured if you want us both to survive.
Oh gosh, and goal just doesn't matter.
Yeah, which means your goal, you're not gonna get your goal, but at least we don't die or get taken out of commission.
But if I don't take my goal, then Ocean gets hurt.
I can still roll. I can still roll.
I'm
singing Dancing Queen by ABBA.
That's
You're so right. Honestly, I should have gotten another dice just for that.
I agree, but
No, you did. You got
from
a
an
die.
ally.
For
I should have gotten there should be an ABBA dice, is what I'm saying.
Oh, you're saying a specific and there is disco in the scene?
Yes.
Well, you can roll on the treble.
yes.
Actually, if you want another die, you can also roll on the trebles table.
No, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna simply die.
I will simply perish.
Hey, Ocean, here's looking at you, kid. You better figure this shit out.
I will, and I will.
So I'm gonna put my 4 and my 5 on whatever tables they need to go, so Towley and I don't fucking die. And I'm gonna put my 3 in my goal, and I'm gonna take these 2 dice and I'm gonna fucking throw them away
Into the bin.
They don't
Into
get
the
to play for
garbage.
the rest of the game. The worst part, Black Lives Matter dice. These dice have
On Black History
in Black
Month?
History Month.
You're kidding
The worst
me.
part is I need to stop rolling with these dice. They never work for me, and I think I've had them for 2 years and they never work.
Okay. I just want to let everyone know a 3 on the goal table is it's not working or it's taking too long. The GM may announce some unforeseen dangers, threats, or consequences, possibly including injuries or scares. This darkness that presses at the glass, that distorts it as though molten, that reaches out towards Ocean and draws at something in them, draws them closer. And Dima, you swoop in to the soundtrack of ABBA, and because you have the music and your spirits are uplifted, the creatures don't seem to notice you at first, and you're able to get in and peck at the glass. Unfortunately, the glass was a barrier. And one final peck hits, and it spreads like an infection, the fissures in the glass, the plane, as it separates and branches again and again, and the darkness seems to press in until the glass shatters, but you do not hear it. All you hear is the churning of the ocean, that deep hail groan, that sound that speaks to some primordial fear inside you, and the darkness encompasses Ocean completely, and they are gone. At that moment, the darkness starts to move into the room, but you see it evades the light. As the light spins, the darkness cannot seem to get to in front of it. It is able to press it back. And as the light revolves another time, it turns and goes and shines right through the shattered pane. And you see Ocean, suspended mid-air, a few meters out from the galley that surrounds the lantern room, just entirely encompassed in this darkness. And you see the sky above them. And the stars have begun to move in sync with the lighthouse. They revolve, refracting lights around this central point of centrifuge. And Sin turns towards you and says, "Well, this just got much more complicated, but I think we do need to go save your Fran, don't we?"
Dima! Go grab Ocean! Ooh, see that girl? And terrified, Towley runs to the shutter and grabs it and tries to fix it into place so the beam of light is pinned on Ocean.
Amazing.
Nice.
Give me an action roll for this. This is a sleuth. You are unfortunately both injured and very scared. You have a relevant background. I'm going to say your background is like a fighter is relevant to this.
Warrior,
You are strong and tough. This is a golden opportunity.
Yes.
You have help from a housemate with Dima.
Yes.
And you are protecting a housemate.
Yes.
God
That's
damn.
7.
Okay. That's 7
Let's
dice, 4
fucking
tables.
go.
got it.
For the
Go.
love of
You
God.
got
this.
Roll
Please.
7d6.
Yep, you got
Google
this.
Dice, don't fail me now. Okay, that's not bad. That's not terrible. I have a
Okay.
6. There's a 6 on the board.
Okay.
Ooh.
There's a
Okay.
5 on the board.
Hey.
Great.
That's the highlight.
Cool.
I rolled 4 1s
Big dog.
and 1 2.
Big dog. Connie.
Connie, no.
Transplanter's
Nice.
very own Connie. No! This is not the excellence we expect from you.
Would you like to roll one more die and then also roll on the trouble table?
Oh, gosh.
Yes, I will.
Oh,
Okay.
Okay.
You're pushing
Bust it
those
down.
odds.
Fuck it
Let's
up.
go.
That's a 6.
Yes. Okay, it's worth it. Yep, it was worth it.
Okay.
It was worth it.
Yes, worth it. 2 6s, 1 5, 1 2, rolling on how many tables?
5.
All of them? Okay.
Just trouble.
Okay. I'm gonna put a 6 in goal. I am
Okay.
gonna put a 5 in scared. I am gonna put a. My next highest is a 2. I have to fail something.
The clues.
I'm gonna put the other. I'm gonna put the other 6 in injured. I can't
Yeah.
sacrifice an injury. And I'm gonna put the 2 in trouble and a 1 in
Okay.
clue. Yeah.
All right. Either one of your troubles or housemate's trouble is going to hinder your investigation or escalate
That's fine.
problems, or else
That's
an
fine, that's
ally or
okay.
comfort will be placed at risk. Okay. We're going to go with ally placed at risk.
Okay.
This was already in the machinations the last time we failed a trouble roll, but it was happening on the island and you did not perceive it. You did not perceive when the tone of the disco party changed, when the music stopped playing, new tracks stopped crossfading and instead switched to a single track, played over and over and over. Her name was Lola. She was a showgirl. And as you turn this beam of light and hold it in place, Dima, you are able to get to Ocean. And you are shielded. You are shielded by the power of Abba and by Eve's protection. As you are able to get to Ocean, and you don't hear that churning, you don't hear that grasping void, you hear that one song coming from the mainland. And you see that everyone at that party is stopped dancing, and they are looking out at the ocean. All right. On to Ocean. Ocean.
Whoa.
You are in the grasps of the thing that wears Dolores's face. And when it holds you, you do not perceive anything at all, except an incredible pressure. Like it is something, an unfathomable weight, a thing that should crack your ribs and press the air from your body, from your blood. And instead, for some reason, your body continues to support it. You feel this cloying intensity, and you feel the embrace of the deep sea. And you remember the worst moments of your grief. What is Ocean grieving?
Ocean and the word grief. I think we flip through moments, and Ocean is experiencing wind blowing over grass, a soccer ball in the front yard, bikes, skates, a skateboard, and her roller skates. You see a pair of like very, very small, tiny roller skates, that are painted over with an O, like blue, bright blue with a pink O, and you see a skateboard that's flipped upside down, painted bright pink with a blue O, and I think you just see moments of her and someone in a very chilling way, not wearing her face, but very similar looking. Same smile, same cheekbones, same eye color, same laugh. Just living in the summer together. What was supposed to be an eternal summer. You see that it's like the end of summer, the end of senior year, like two people that were like their entire destinies interwoven together. And an empty room. And a college application letter. One accepted and one denied. Accepted laying on an empty bed. Crinkled up. This room is empty. The car that was once in the front driveway gone. And you see Ocean sitting with her rollerblades, crying. You see her phone. She's calling this person over and over and over. No answers. You see the rollerblades as she holds them. And the skateboard that has been driven over so quickly that it snapped in half. And she is alone. And she has lost, like, the one continuous tenet to the world she's ever had. And I think that lastly you see his face, her twin brother. The two of them smiling next to each other. And that weight hits and hits and hits, and the picture of her and her brother that you see just starts to burn from the outsides in.
You, in this moment, are in that empty room, and the water fills the room and overcomes you. And it's a room that's somehow in the deepest chasm of the sea. And it's like when Eve spoke to you, this image being projected to others. There's something about this light beam that allows this moment of communication, these glimpses. And as this creature starts to wrap around you, scarring you with that same cosmic tattooing with which it marred Taoli. It draws out not just the sadness, not the acute pain, but the helplessness. It draws at those moments, the inertia of the despair, everything that would hold you down, that would stop you from rebuilding, all of those moments, it inflates them in your mind until they block out the rest. And that is the weight of the ocean upon you. And then Dima is in front of you. Dima, what do you do?
I think I'm just kind of like calling out to Ocean, desperately trying to like get them to focus. And yeah, I think just like trying to get them to focus, like, Ocean, please, we got it, we have to, I don't know, but we gotta get moving. We gotta keep going. Do you hear me? Are you?
I think you do.
Okay.
I think you hear the sort of Towley trying to hold the tune. This direct light is in your face, right? So it's almost blinding. And it's just like Dima is almost like a silhouette in front of it, like, hello, knock, knock, is me. And that is kind of, you see this.
Oh. Were you always here?
Yeah, I mean, more or less, yes, but... And there's this part of Dima that's, like, very concerned about the concept of time in this space. And so part of him does want to ask, like, how long have you been here? But also, that's, like, a mind-bending question, potentially, that we simply don't have time for. Because if this person tells me 10,000 years, I'm gonna fucking lose it. So, I do think for now, I'm gonna look at Ocean. I'm gonna be like, it doesn't matter, okay? I've been here long enough. Come on, you have been here for long enough, okay? You know, you're here with me, right?
Yeah. Who's singing?
Towley.
I'm like peeking in behind. My eyes like move from the bird into the glowing light.
That's sweet. Oh, 17. Dima, how long is this going to take? You're doing great, kid. You're doing great, kiddo. Okay, come on. Let's go. And I'm gonna like try to like grab onto Ocean's collar and just like start pulling.
Okay, so Ocean is suspended mid-air over the ocean, over the water. Okay,
yeah,
out far enough from the lighthouse that it's like over water. Okay, in this sort of cloud of darkness. So you are going to.
I've been flying.
You scared of heights?
Yeah, you scared of heights, kids.
Yeah.
Listen, I've been flying since I was a bird. Since I was a young kid. I mean, I've always been a bird, but I've been flying.
I don't know
not
if I believe
always.
you. Exactly. I think Ocean breaks free for a second, like, wait, you've always been a bird?
No, I haven't, but I've been bird long enough. No, but I do have, actually, all jokes aside, I do have power word fly. So I'm going to use that to get us back to safety.
Nice.
All right, this is going to be a magic roll.
It's a power word. It's a word of power. It's so very important.
Yes.
But yes, it's
that is so true, Bestie. It's still a roll.
Yeah, I know. No, I was like, let me get my branding correct. It's a word of power.
Oh, I see. Okay, I thought you were just like
a word of power.
reiterating
It's
it for
not
me.
a power word. No. No, you know exactly what you're doing, and you're doing great. Yes, so it's a magic roll.
Okay, so you have the sorcery skill. You are a familiar. You unfortunately are scared. You have a word of power. You're working at a place of power.
Word. That's not power.
That's it.
It's 4. That's 4. Yeah.
Yikes.
Oh God. And it's It's going to be 4 tables, right? 4 dice, 4 tables. And Towley, you don't have the sorcery skill, do you? Do you?
I do
Ocean does.
have the sorcery
Okay,
skill.
then that's 5. That's 5 dice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you are being helped, because specifically for this, they have to have the sorcery skill to help you. So I'm going to say that Towley's, like, beautiful song is imbued with magic.
Yes.
Beautiful. You're
Yes,
so
thank
kind
you,
and
Abba.
sweet. I literally flinched. I physically flinched when they hit the table. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to... I need a 5 or above to avoid another injury.
So scared needs a 5, injury needs a 4.
Okay. I'm going to put my 5 into scare. I'm going to put one of my 4s into injury.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to put my 6 into goal.
We love
And then
it.
I'm going to put my last 4 on my last little table.
Okay, the magic table.
The magic
So
table.
you achieve your goal and you don't get scared or injured. Incredible roll. However, the magic is beyond your control. The GM will say how you lose control of the power. Treat the dice on the scared or injury tables as ones, though participants in the working can determine which of them is scared or injured based on the effects.
Are you fucking kidding me? I literally can't do anything else.
Yeah.
Because like if I
Is
I
there
put
trouble
the
table
4
either? Sorry.
Yeah. No, if I put my 4 into goal, that's not good.
Remember when this was just like a cute little fun disco game and not everyone in
like,
mortal peril?
I do think and I know this is like a wild thing for me to say, and I do just want to sit here and say right now I am having the time of my life.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Having the time of my life,
Yes.
specifically in that cadence, to that tune. I will say that I am very bad at this game. I am so incredibly bad at this game.
I don't know if you can be bad at something that's 100% luck.
And yet,
Here
I am, statistically speaking.
So I'm going to let you decide. Actually, I'm going to offer you a suggestion. I think that
word.
Ocean should either take a scare or an injury because she's the one who's least likely to instantly perish.
I'm a little less frail.
A little,
right now.
slightly less frail. And
I've had a really long night.
yeah, Dima's on the brink.
Yeah.
I'm on the edge
Truly.
and not of glory. Yeah, no, you can take that injury, baby love.
Okay.
Okay. What does this look like? I'm gonna let you two narrate this of how Dima you get Ocean back into the lantern room and Ocean how you sustain the injury.
I mean, well, the magic is out of control, and it is word of power fly. So maybe I just catapult you into the fucking room.
Dude, I like hit the window and it's the wrong one, and then you back me up a little bit and then put me in the actual opening of the window.
We do a little reverse of your
Yeah.
body limp, and then I'm into the right room.
Slower this time.
Yeah.
Absolutely
injury.
incredible. Okay. You're back in the room. And Sin looks at you and says, "All right, y'all, I'm gonna need us to go get a cup of tea right now. Just trust me on this one."
Oh, okay.
Towley,
Is the door?
you okay, kiddo?
I let go of the shutter,
Oh,
so
yeah.
the light will continue to revolve. I stumble
Yeah.
away from the amber light spiraling around. Tea?
Yeah, honey.
Okay, if you say so. I look around. Have the shadows dispersed, or are they still looming? By
They
the
have
aperture?
moved away, but it's more now because since they've moved away from there, it's like patches of darkness, as though there are ink spills on the night sky. And the stars above you are still revolving. And in the waves that has the ocean has gone still. It is a glass surface. And so those stars are reflected perfectly. And you see the same revolution, this nebula shifting beneath you as well in synchronicity. The only points of distortion in the fabric are these horrific spots, these aberrations on reality. But you cannot see them, you can only see where the stars are not.
Oh, great gods above and below. Sin, what's happening?
Well, things have gone a little topsy-turvy, haven't they? So, just everybody downstairs. Everybody downstairs.
Okay, but the lights from the disco on the beach. No one's dancing anymore. What's that sound? It's been the same song for over an hour now.
Yeah, honey. It's a story about a girl named Lola.
Lola? Dolores?
A nickname. It's a sad story, but it's one that'll be much easier to tell you without us all being eaten by the infinite void if we do so over tea.
Yeah, let's
Okay,
go downstairs.
okay.
Let's go.
Let's have the story over tea, and then we should go to the beach probably and help everyone, yes?
We'll see about that.
I'm gonna fly over and rest on Tally's shoulder so they can carry me.
Thank you, Dima, for helping Ocean. You're a very brave bird.
Yeah, no, tell me about it. Maybe just another time.
You're definitely braver than the seagulls.
Obviously.
Maybe they would have done the same thing if Ocean were a French fry.
Maybe. But I am gonna kind of rest the way one would rest their head on a friend's shoulder when they're tired. I'm gonna kind of rest against Tally's head and just say, but can't let Ocean get swallowed up by a void, not before you two kids go on a date.
A date? I yank my head back toward Ocean.
I'm down. I'm stairs. I'm on the oh god, can we go?
Yes,
Hello?
yes. Let me help you. I rush forward and I hoist you up with one hand.
Wait.
Gently.
Whoa.
A gentle hoist.
Are you gonna go down the ladder with both of us?
Yeah, inside, yes.
Great, okay. Damn, you're kind of strong. Anyways.
I have what the youths call a sleeper build. Yes.
My eyes narrow, and Dima, you just see me staring at back muscles all the way down. Myra's just
In your head, you hear, make it less obvious. You almost just died.
I'm gonna project a mimetic gif of me trying to punch you earlier.
It is the 70s. What is a GIF? What
A
is a
mimetic mental projection. There,
okay.
we got there.
A slideshow, if you will.
Yeah. We'll go downstairs.
Okay, you get downstairs. Latasha Waters is still there at the table, and she goes, "Oh, you're back so soon, I thought. Was Dima okay? Oh, there you are."
Did you see all the shadows? The void? The stars spinning?
What are you talking about?
Do you hear the song? Do you hear the song? Can I say this? Copacabana. Do you know the song? Copacabana. Ready? Her
What?
name was Lola. She was a showgirl, and I do this while I'm being held. I'm seeing it scary.
I
this
turn
is
around
the
so your
song.
faces
Yeah.
facing them.
I've heard this song. You were just gone for a moment. Your tea's not even cold.
A moment?
Of course not.
That's not true.
Time is funny here.
Hi, yes. So about that, good news is lighthouse got better. Didn't shatter this time. We love that. Bad news is I do believe the island folk are in danger, and that we do need to help them. I was able to bring us back a little bit, so hopefully they're not in the water yet, but we do not have long.
In the water? You mean they're going to
yes.
do the same thing Eve did?
Yeah. That's the thing about people when they lose their despair. When they lose that thing inside them that tethers them to their darkness, they lose their fear. And sometimes when there's just a husk of a person, they're having a real good night, they take to skinny dipping, you know? It's a good time.
Huh.
But,
And that helps feed the void's hunger. How?
it's strange, you know, these things. And I couldn't explain it to you, but, you know, I think this is a conversation that'd be best to have over a cup of tea. I'll go put the kettle on.
Thank you, Sin.
Yep, thanks.
And Latasha just kind of like, you can see the like math behind Latasha's head right now of being like, and she leans in, she's like, okay, so my understanding is that from your perception, you were gone for a while.
Yeah, a long time.
Okay, time didn't move here.
But it definitely moved upstairs. The lighthouse keeper that you obviously like a lot, like the way that I like Ocean a lot, maybe don't talk about. I thought at first maybe they were like a murderer, like a magical murderer or some sort of magic killer, but I think maybe now they're okay. And just weird, like me.
So, now, don't take this the wrong way, but I did notice that two of you seem to be, and Latasha points to your tattoo of the darkness, and Ocean, you have the same thing, but it's not in the same pattern. It's like on the back of your arm, like because the thing was like behind you.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like creeping forward like tendrils, like it's trying to grow around you.
Oh.
So that's the thing. You encounter these things here. There's something, I don't know, a break, a tear, and they are here. And if you get too close, if you stare too long into that abyss, it stares back into you in a way that changes you. Sin has been changed.
They looked into it?
In her more linear moments, she explained to me that she met something and saw something that changed, that she used to live in the same direction as the rest of us. And in that moment, she had a choice to succumb or to stay here in this place and defend. To give in or protect, and she chose to protect us. I don't know if we all get that choice. I don't know how any of this works, but I believe her when she told me that. I think that the way she protects us isn't something I can understand. It's a magic older than the island itself. But I think she does.
Is there a way that we can... I mean, I didn't feel like there was any choice earlier, but do you think she could help us maybe reach out to whatever gave her the opportunity to choose in the first place?
Maybe. What do you know about this entity? It seems
Oh, it's not good.
Yeah.
No, it wants to eat us.
It's in pain. It's sad. It's heavy with sadness, I guess. And it gets you by pulling that out of you, but all of the other stuff too.
Yeah.
Are we set on this? Are we thinking this is Dolores? Yeah?
I think maybe Dolores was the person who brought it here, but I don't think Dolores is the void. I think all of this, I guess, was kind of like that game you showed me a couple weeks ago, a domino. She was the first domino.
Yeah. Well, she's tied into this, and I know I felt just sadness and grief, and I assume that's just the anchor that this thing uses to pull people in. So.
Okay. So. Seems like we're safe in here.
Yes, but we can't fit the entire town in here, and not forever. I don't know how much longer Sin can keep people from going into the water. She mentioned that she'd brought us back to a point in time before that happened, which means it does happen at some point. Maybe not inevitably, but in a future. And we need to stop that from happening.
I agree.
So, I guess we're going on a rescue mission.
Yeah.
All right, I'll get the harpoon.
Do you have more than one? Do you have multiple, maybe?
Afraid not. Got a net, though.
I'll take a net.
Net could be good.
No, it gets us. We can grab people out of the water.
Where's
Yeah.
Sin with that tea? Is it just looking around to make sure she's not frozen somewhere.
I think she was for a second. I think she was just like an idle animation in the corner
Yeah.
for a minute.
Not this.
And then she comes back. She goes, "Whew! All right, this is taxing work, you know. You ever
Yeah.
been on a
Yes.
roller coaster going on loop-de-loops?
Roller coaster? Oh, the circus came to town that one time, and they had a kind of wooden coaster that they set up. It was very dangerous, I was told.
Ah, well, you gotta live a little.
Is that what it's like for you, being in a loop-de-loop forever?
You know, that's such a great question. I would love to go to the circus. I've heard such wonderful things. You think you could bring them to the lighthouse next time they come by?
Yes. There's so many clowns that fit inside a tiny car. I bet even more of them could fit in here.
Well, that
You
sounds
know what,
delightful.
Sin? If we're able to make it out of here alive, I'll bring the whole damn disco to you.
Well, that sounds like a mighty nice time. Thank you, darling.
Maybe we could have a disco party in... And Tauli's eyes go really wide. Sin, does the inside of the light bulb open up? I know it's even there, protecting us, maybe. But could we put other things inside?
Yeah, I think I could, yeah. The lens. There's a lens that amplifies the light.
Yes, a lens that amplifies the light. And Tauli turns to Dima and Ocean. How do disco balls work to make the light go everywhere? And the lighthouse is like a big... What if we made it like a big disco ball?
Well, we just need a bunch of little mirrors inside.
What if we did that? And we could try to get a sound system to blast music?
You know, I wonder if we blasted music loud enough. Because that monster really seems to hate Apple, which is like unfortunate. Lack of taste is so heartbreaking.
And we could hear the disco from here, so...
Maybe we could take the sound system from the disco, rig it up to the lighthouse, and have it project all out over the ocean, and maybe that'll at least buy us time to tell everyone about what's happening so we can prepare them for the next time they come back. so they won't fall victim to it again. Because it's like you said, Sin, right? We can never truly defeat them. As long as there's sadness, they'll be here, kind of, on the edges of our perception. So maybe we can't truly get rid of all of them forever, but we can at least learn how to live with them, right?
Well, that sounds lovely. Throw me a party? It's not even my birthday.
When is your birthday?
Sorry, what was the question?
Can I have more tea?
Of course, honey. And then Latasha stands up and she's like, I feel like this room is very like Sin-sized. So like when Latasha stands up, it's like kind of like quite an ominous presence. And Latasha's grinning. And she's like, it sounds like our rescue mission just turned into a heist. Let's go rob a disco. And we're going to take a quick break there.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking phenomenal. Let's go
Yes.
rob a disco.
Let's go rob a disco. Let's go
Rob a disco.
And we're back, maybe, who knows? But I want everyone to appreciate my fit right now because
Oh, yeah.
No, we should have been appreciating all of your fits because you've been
It's
killing
very
the game
pretty.
since the start.
I found this in the back of my closet. I don't remember where it came from. I probably just magpie bought it from a thrift shop, which is how I see something shiny and then I'm like, but I was like, how perfect.
Mm-hmm.
And how perfect for this scene, because we are now going full speed in Latasha's boat. Each of you have been handed a weapon of some sort. So Latasha has the harpoon gun. I feel like Ocean, you have like a fishing rod
Yeah.
with like a sharp hook at the end. Tauli, you have the net. And then Dima has... Okay, I feel like you also have a net, but it's like the little scooper net. You know what I mean? It's not like a wedge net. It's like the little...
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a little
I
scooper
found
net.
it in the midst of Sin's shit, and as we were all leaving, I came out. I was like, "I'm ready," and I like in my
Let's go. And you are cruising full speed towards the island. Above you and beneath you, the stars are moving so slowly. They seem to have less fervor than they did a moment ago, but you can still see them shifting. Like just this gentle clockwork of rotation, and the effect is of an upward vertigo. When you stare at the night sky, it is easy to imagine that it is a blanket of darkness just a little bit taller than the mountains. But in this moment, when you stare at the night sky, you see the expanse that it truly is. You see that it stretches out not only in space, but in time above you. And you see that the ocean stretches out beneath you. In this moment, you are but a small, tiny vessel, a little boat, 4 brave misfits going to save their friends in the eternal expanse. And Latasha flips on the radio. It is grainy and a little bit static, but it starts to play a disco song. What song does it play?
I have so many ready, but I've already shared an ABBA song, so I want other people to have a chance to share.
I think it's playing. Oh no. Play that funky music, white boy, which is funk, not disco. Which is not disco, but it could be.
I think it's from maybe the 80s.
Yeah, I think it could work.
It could be. Listen, let's stick with our ABBA bag.
What are we thinking?
Voulez-vous?
Ooh, that's a good one.
That is actually that's actually a great song for like a action pack
for like a fight scene. Yeah,
it is actually. Yeah, it is.
It kind of ripped.
Honestly, I mentioned this briefly, but I have a secret playlist of disco bops for fleeing the old gods. And there's so much ABBA on it, because do you know how much ABBA is absolutely terrifying if you imagine it in the perspective of Eldritch horrors? Like Angel Eyes, it's like, look into
terrible.
his angel eyes.
Oh god.
And
Just a biblically accurate angel eye. Wait, I want that cover now.
Yeah,
the trailer version.
Yeah, this is the only fan art I want, is biblically accurate angel eyes. Okay? So that is the soundtrack of I feel like the scope moves back so that it is just this tiny little boat moving across this all-encompassing and glittering darkness. And as you approach the island, you see the disco has started to slow. There are disco balls that are strung up, and a few of them were on rotating motors, but they have stilled. And the song starts to play, and the record starts to skip. And you have this discordant moment where your ABBA and the absolute classic Copacabana are playing over top of each other. It's one verse that goes again and again. You see, finally, one line. It goes, her name was Lola, and it skips, and it says, she lost her youth, she lost her love, she lost her mind. And then it starts again. And at that moment, there's this confusion. as the dancers start to look around, and you see that the water that had stilled, well, there are no waves, but it is creeping up the shore, snake-like tendrils moving towards them. And Latasha just like hits the gas and doesn't even dock, just drives right onto the sand. And she says, I'll get the boat turned around. You get the stuff. I'll hold them off. I'll try to keep them out of the water.
Thank you. Come on. And Tali leaps off of the boat as it's still grinding to a halt against the sand, boots into the sand. This wet, gross silt spiking up around their feet, and they are huffing it past these throngs of enchanted people toward where the speaker systems are.
Okay.
Oh no, I'm so scared. I think that Ocean is waiting for the ship to stop, but then is going to kind of look around. So we want the speaker system, we want the disco balls. I'm going to immediately just like do something very similar, except magically I have roller skates now. And I jump off roller skate up to the disco, and I'm like trying to, I think I'm going to try to lurch my fishing rod forward and yank some of these disco balls towards me.
Amazing. Okay, so, and Dima, what are you going after?
Okay, so we've got, you're covering disco balls, yes? Ocean, or?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then Tali, you said speakers or just stuff in general?
I'm getting any sound and audio equipment that I can get my hands on.
Okay. I mean, that was kind of the two things we needed. Oh, wait, no, because this is the 70s. We can't just plug in our aux cord. I'm going to go grab the records. I'm going to go grab, like, the actual music for us to play.
Okay, so we're going to do a bunch of action rolls right now.
Cool.
All right, I'm actually going to have everyone roll for their own separate goals. Okay? And I'm going to tell you, we're all kind of going to do teamwork. So you're all sleuths. Unfortunately, you're both all injured. You're all scared. Does anyone have a relevant skill to this or background?
I'm gonna invoke strength and tough, if possible,
Okay.
or tough, if I can only use one. Just because I'm grabbing really heavy speakers.
I think specifically
because
because you're gathering so much heavy stuff that you can take 3 dice for those. Like you can get 1 for strength, 1 for tough. But I think everyone else
warrior
just kind of
background. Okay,
stuck with the
Yeah.
one.
I think, so I work here as a bartender, and so that gives me a tough background, but also I have the tough skill. So if I can invoke that bartender background of like just knowing the place and knowing how to navigate and taking the right path, and then invoking my tough skill.
Yeah. Okay. So you got the 3. Dima, any luck?
Well, okay, so every session,
bit.
a familiar gets to pick their skills for the session. I already picked 1, which is pecking. And then, I picked 2. I picked pecking, and then I picked fast flying. So my third one's going to be ambushing. I think I'm going to try to just, like, start snatch, like, full Alfred Hitchcock vibes. Just, like, diving towards the DJ booth and just grabbing all sorts of stuff.
Nice.
So that's the ambushing, and then I'm trying to get out of there, so it's fast flying. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't have any
And-
backgrounds. I purely have skills. I don't
All
have
right,
a background, really.
I'll say 3 for you as well. Okay, perfect.
Thank you.
And then we're gonna add more. We're adding more. We need them.
Nice.
You're all getting help from each other, so you'll get a 4th one for that. And you are all protecting allies, so you get 5.
do we get one for being a sleuth?
Yes, that's in there.
Okay.
Nope, that's not 6.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yes, because I'm invoking something from my background and two relevant skills. That's 3.
Okay. Actually, and I'm going to add another one. This is a golden opportunity. You literally needed a disco, and there is an active disco happening on the shore, which is the closest point to where you're trying to make it. I'm going to say that's golden.
Yes.
I've lost count. I've lost fingers. Is that...
That's 7. That's 7 for me.
That's
if you had
7,
3
okay.
from skills. Yeah.
Okay. So we got 7 dice. I don't
Does
think there are any
Latasha
other
count as
clues.
helping us?
I don't think at this point Latasha counts as helping you get the stuff. Latasha will be helping you escape.
Okay. Sounds good.
Okay. So, this is important. But we got 7 dice, 3 tables.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, everybody roll. Everybody roll.
We got
Don't
it.
fuck it up.
Okay.
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 Damn.
4 tables, you said? Yeah.
3.
Oh, 3 tables?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, well.
I have my results.
Take these.
The results
You look
are
so
in.
happy. No? Oh,
Fine,
God.
through the
Okay.
pain.
I didn't get a single 6. What are the tables we're rolling on?
Goal, injured, and scared. There are no additional
Okay.
clues at this point.
Okay. I didn't get a 6, unfortunately, but I do have 2 5s and 1 4. So
Okay.
I'm going to put a 5 in scared. I'm going to put a 5 in gold because I have to. And I'll put my 4 in injured.
Nice.
Okay. Okay.
Let's see. I think so. I got a 6, a 5, a 4, and 3 1s. So that,
Okay, that means you can succeed
wait.
at everything.
And I got 2 6s technically. So I just will succeed at everything.
Cool. Okay, Liv.
We got a full house, baby. 4, 5, 6. We're succeeding in everything.
Beautiful. Okay. So, you tell me what that looks like. First, we're going to start with the unequivocal successes for Ocean and Dima. So let's start with Ocean. What does it look like? Like, how are you getting these disco balls?
I am skating with such a quickness that I don't like. I lurch the fishing rod backwards, cast it forward. It soars past Towley. It soars past Dima, and just hooks on. And I almost want it to like yank the disco ball from its place. It just like rests it from its place, so it starts falling. But I'm going to very quickly speed stop and catch it in my hands.
Yes. Okay, you do that. And there's like a bunch of disco balls there. So I feel like you get like the biggest one though.
Yeah, that's exactly what I want.
And then maybe, because I think they're on a line, so as it tumbles, you're able to like grab a smaller one too.
Yes.
You're like,
Oh yeah. The big one and the baby. Yep.
Yeah, you're like, okay. Dima, you are fast flying, snatching the records that you need. What records do you pick?
Oh,
I love
baby.
I like it that this one is fully soundtracked with music that I cannot soundtrack this episode with. But you know, audience, you know in your heart that if I had the rights, I'd be using this music.
We're in 1979, right?
Yeah. But also time's wibbly wobbly, so maybe if it was...
Literally, time is literally wibbly wobbly.
That's
Yeah.
so fair. But no. Oh, honey. Oh, honey. Okay. I'm going to just name songs. I'm just going to name songs. And these are going to be the albums. This is what we're getting. We're getting Donna Summer.
Yes,
Bad
I was going to
Girls,
say it better be Donna.
Oh, I almost started
Diana
singing.
Ross, The Boss. Michael Jackson, Off the Wall. Funny enough, ABBA, Voulez-Vous. Earth, Wind, and Fire, I Am, okay?
You know.
Bee Gees' Greatest, fuck it, why not? Go West, Village People, seems a little on brand, we might as well.
So you're out here, you're like setting the playlist. You're like pulling the best, like you're scanning and just... How do you carry them?
Anita Ward's Songs of Love is also 1979. Hey, yo, 1979.
1979, like, okay, y'all, quick disco history moment.
Let's get into
1979 is the year that disco demolition happened, like that kind of like disco died a little bit. It was also the year of peak disco. It was when everything got to like a boiling point. Like some of the biggest disco hits ever came out in 79.
Moonglow from Tatsuro Yamashita, also a banger. Prisoner, Cher. Sorry.
Ooh.
There's yeah, you have an incredible selection here. Because I feel like everything on this island, at least not on the whole island, but everything on Roseville Beach is quite run down. Everything's like very like mishmash and patchwork, except the music selection, which is kept up to date. Like the latest hits make their way. That's like the one time people will go to the mainland. They'll like brave the mainland. They'll brave running into an ex just to get the latest albums to come back home. Okay. Whew. Last, Tally. You are grabbing the stereo equipment, the speakers, you're carrying them. And it's taking you, it says you got a 5, so you either make progress on your goal, but it's taking longer than you thought, or you succeed with unforeseen consequences, possibly including injuries or scares. You go to grab it, and Jake Perez is there. Or sorry, Jake Flores.
I was like, wait, is that his name in Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
Oh, yeah, it is.
Perez.
That is his name.
I just think Sandy Perez and Jake Flores, okay?
No, Peralta.
Peralta. I was
so
like,
sorry.
wait, we're right.
I'm not quite right. Like Uncanny Valley Jake P.
Yeah.
Okay, yes,
Uncanny
Jake Flores. Okay, yes.
You don't need Jake Peralta. We got Jake Peralta at home. It's this himbo.
Jake Perez.
Jake Flores. God damn it, team. Okay.
We're gonna get there.
And he's in his little high cut corduroy tight pants with the shirt buttoned down entirely. And he kind of says "Oh, hey Tully, you wanna dance?"
Jake. Hello, my nemesis,
Hey.
who I no longer hate so much anymore. I don't have time to dance. I have to get all the sound equipment out of here to save your life.
Oh, yeah. Remember how I told you to go get my wallet?
Oh my god. No, I completely forgot about that. That's why we were at the tide pools in the first place. But yes, now that you've said it, I do remember.
Yeah, don't even worry about that. I got it myself.
What?
Yeah,
When-
you don't...
When did you do that?
Yeah, I went after you went. And,
Did you see anything weird?
yeah, actually, I did. You know Sandy Perez?
Yes.
And then he says don't take it the wrong way, but I think they're gonna be my date tonight instead.
Thunk, thunk. The speakers whack into the sand on either side of Tully's body. What? No, you can't go with Sandy. Sandy's not good for you. No, you shouldn't do that.
Yeah, well, I don't know, Sandy's been really chill lately, and I don't know, they're pretty good at dancing, so I think I will.
Quick above the table, Sandy's the freaky possessed. That's
Sandy's
okay.
the
Cool.
one you
I just want to make
melted.
cool.
Sandy's
Okay, yeah. Got it. Okay, back at the table. Just want to make sure.
Yeah.
No, you can't. No, they're terrible. They're bad. They're bad in terms of just dancing and they're freaky and they don't really have bones and they're not themselves anymore. They've gotten possessed by an eldritch horror beyond human comprehension.
Oh, Tally.
Probably should have
Oh my
gone
God.
with that.
Are you jealous?
What? Ew, no. Ew, pay. No, I'm not jealous. I'm not jealous of you, Jake Flores. Ew, no, I could never. No, I'm not into you that way. I just think you could do better than Sandy. No, you shouldn't. God darn it. I'm going to have to pretend that in order to save. Yes, Jake Flores, I'm deeply and madly in love with you.
Sick.
And I'm so jealous that you are going to the disco with Sandy, so please don't go with them.
Oh, I knew it! Yes! Oh, that's so rad. Okay, so we can dance then?
Not right now, but if you promise to save room on your dance card for me and don't go anywhere near Sandy tonight, then we can dance together.
Yeah, okay. All right. I knew you liked me. I knew it. All the guys said, like, no, Telly doesn't like you. Like, they literally want to murder you maybe sometimes. And I was like, no, that's just the way they are, you know? Oh, but I was right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, you were totally right. Everyone else was totally wrong about that. Okay, I have to go, but just stay away from Sandy, okay? Promise me.
Oh, okay, sick. Yeah.
Okay.
And
right, the mission
is just like dances out onto the dance floor and just starts like really giving it. Like we're doing like full like choreography. Like this is very much like disco fever moment.
Oh my god, he is my main character. Like
and
mine and mine alone.
He keeps looking back at Towley to be like, do you see how good I dance? And like just like the body rolls and like
okay, come on.
Mating rituals of this realm.
And he looks so smug and happy.
That
Towley is
for my main character.
Resisting the urge to chuck these speakers at Jake's face. But I was like, no, we have to save them. We have to save everyone here. Just deal with all of this once everyone's safe. And I continue to hoof it toward the shore.
Amazing. Okay. All of you make it back to the boat, just as Latasha kind of has like, I listen, I don't know how to turn a boat around, but I imagine it's hard, okay? So it takes a moment to like get it 90 degrees so that y'all can kind of like board and it's far enough. You actually have to wade into the water a bit just to get on board because otherwise it would have to be on the sand.
Okay.
Sorry for being late. I had to convince Jake not to dance with Sandy, who's apparently still alive and going at it. Well, Sandy is
what do you mean
dead.
Oh.
But their puppet, the husk, their shell. So I had to tell some lies to Jake to save their life.
Oh, jeez.
Well, you're just a regular hero,
And-
aren't you?
No, not at all. Ocean, I'm so sorry if you hear news on the Vine of Grapes about my affections, but I promise you, they do not lie with Jake F.
Okay. I cannot wait to
Just
see
thought you
what
might be interested in that.
Yeah, I'm very interested in that. I look back. Just want to see
Jake is
breaking
like,
it down.
going so hard, like dropping it low. Like it is so much.
What is Towley doing right now? Like, what is Towley's face?
Towley's loading the speakers onto the boat and looking at Jake with murder in their eyes.
So no blush marks. Okay, never mind.
Okay, no, like the like 3 lines.
Yeah,
I don't know.
But full anime.
Jake is definitely looking back with the 3-line like blush marks.
Interesting.
Dina's like trying to pick up on Jake's moves. Like, okay. Kind of just bobbing.
Yeah. Well, we've got speakers now. We can play whatever we want. And we absolutely should as we hightail it back to the lighthouse.
I'm DJ for the night. I got the whole record picked out. Okay, don't you worry about it. I got some real hits.
You don't have power on the boat, but you do just have the radio, so you'll have to get back to the lighthouse where you do have power.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you are going to have to roll to escape. To escape this, because like the water itself has turned into kind of been mutated in a way by proximity to these eldritch entities that have distorted the very nature of light and darkness, and it is reaching forward and it grabs at you as you move. So I'm not going to make all of you roll. I'm going to have you nominate one person to roll for everybody.
Okay, whose rolling averages have been highest? So not Liv.
I did roll 2 6s, a 5, a 4.
Okay,
but Gambler's Fallacy, are we gonna keep rolling high with you? Or do we want to risk it on me? No, I think we should. I think
Lexi, baby bird. I'm gonna tell you no, dog.
I'm a baby bird. I'll tell you no. Okay, we got this. We got
All right, you're rolling. You're rolling.
All right, dog.
So this is an action roll. You're a sleuth.
Okay.
You have help from an ally. You have help from a housemate.
Cool.
You're protecting a housemate.
Yes.
4
Mhm.
dice, 3 tables.
Okay.
Do you have any skills that are relevant
Have you ever had a
to
skill?
piloting this ship?
So, do you have any do you have any skills? Okay, I worked in a magic
Have
shop. I have a liberal arts major. I'm a
Oh my
bartender.
God.
I'm an
We
illustrator.
liberal
gay
arts
dog,
major?
God
Do
damn.
any of you have a
Get
skill?
a real degree.
Get a real degree.
I say as a liberal arts major.
Um,
I have a bachelor's in science. I can't relate to you two.
oh, well, must be
Dima,
nice.
speak up.
Do any of your characters have relevant skills? I will give the Ocean the skill point. If anyone has a skill that's specifically relevant to evasion.
I mean, I do
I
be
have sneaking.
flying. I do
I
be
have
flying,
sneaking.
and I have been
Sneaking.
trying to get away from that one individual. So
Okay.
Spain.
So I think yeah, I'm gonna, because you kind of both have that's 5. I'll give you 5 dice, 3 tables.
Okay.
We can do it.
Okay,
we can
okay,
do
okay.
it. That's
Those are good odds.
really
Those are
good odds.
Not bad, not bad, not bad.
in
Go
your,
for it.
I'm in your ear being like, imagine there's a real creepy individual chasing you.
Okay.
I hate that.
I accidentally let one free, and already it's a 5.
Okay.
Fuck, I dropped one. Okay. Rolling on 3 tables?
What did you get?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Action
Uh-huh.
Goal, injury, and scared.
Cool. I'm gonna put the 1-6 in goal,
Yes. Okay.
and I rolled 2 5s, 2 4s.
No, that's
So,
perfect.
Everything
Okay.
else succeed. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Worm.
So you manage
came
to get
through.
all the stuff onto the boat just in perfect time. And I feel like there's a moment where this like darkness starts to like grab at Tally and you're able to just like snatch them. And then you see down the shore, slowly approaching with that smile, is Sandy Perez.
No.
And she goes, "Oh, are you leaving so soon? This is my favorite song." And Latasha's like, "Not today, Satan," and fucking guns it, and you're gone.
We've
and
got a
you-
party to catch. Bye.
Bye. We're headed to the after party.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, you are able to completely evade that encounter with those excellent rolls. Okay, this we going.
Yeah. We gotta keep.
I
yes.
I think you're going like full speed, and you kind of can hear the music. It's skipping, and it's playing the same thing. And now I think it's switched. It's switched to music and passion were always the fashion at the Copa. Don't fall in love, and it keeps playing "Don't Fall in Love" over and over again.
Oh, no.
Don't fall in love. Don't fall in love. Just as you are able to think. And same thing, Latasha just like pulls up the boat and says, "You guys go. I'll dock.
Okay. Stay
Okay.
safe. Yeah.
I'll be right behind you."
Okay.
Okay. Towley grabs all the speaker systems, gets out of the boat, and starts hoofing it into the lighthouse.
Sin opens the door before you get there.
Sid, hey, the timing. These are pretty heavy. Could you make sure I don't trip on any cords on my way up?
All right, gorgeous. Will do. I'll put the kettle
Thank you.
on. Thank you. And
Flying with my
look,
bag of records.
Yeah.
okay. And I'm gonna say you go right up the stairs. You're able to get there. The door is open, and you get up and back to the lantern room, and there's no shattered window.
Oh.
Of course.
The light is still has the blood and it's revolving, but there's no shattered window anymore. And Sin is up there waiting for you.
Okay.
Huh. Of course. All right. I'm just gonna start placing speakers. Where's
wait.
the outlet?
You should.
I brought you
Oh,
an
yeah.
extension cable. I thought it might help.
Thank you so much, Sin.
Trying to think of a way. I feel like we need to find a way to make the disco balls revolve around the lighthouse, like the room with the light. Like we've got 2 of them.
Okay, Sin says, "Oh, that's a good idea. What you doing with that fishing rod you got?"
what fishing rod? And I look back because I've tucked it in my back pocket. And I'm just like, oh, it's all the way behind me. Oh, okay, yeah. I will place them on the ground. And the hooks that I got them from, I'm just gonna as the light is going around, maybe I'll just like put the fishing hook in the light so as it spins around, the hook starts to spin too. I don't know. I'm thinking
that's a great
centripetal
idea.
force. Yeah, I'm thinking centripetal force.
like,
It'll just like start.
If we get
to
at least
lift.
2 hooks, because we have we get 2 rods, right? Because we have 2 disco balls, and we dangle 2 different disco balls. So every time it swooshes, like if it's like antenna coming out of like a bug's head,
exactly.
like every time the light swooshes around, it'll hit a different disco ball and like project it outside.
Okay.
Science. Liberal arts
That makes
major
sense, right?
science.
Physics-wise, rotating objects.
And you know what? The big one is also motorized. So the big one also
excellent.
spins on its own. So that one's rotating, but you have them set up on both sides.
Yes.
And there's as you're setting this up, a moment later, Sin appears and is carrying the bathroom mirror. And you didn't notice her leave. Maybe she did, maybe she didn't. Who's to say? She's like, I thought this might help, help redirect some of the light.
Thank you so much, Sin.
Wonderful.
Dima, godsend.
Incredible, great choice.
Yeah, Dima, have you picked out a record yet?
I'm trying to. You can't rush a good vibe.
We have to. I look down at the tendrils on the beach.
No. No. No.
Oh God, you get on my last nerves. I'm skating anxiously around.
Just skating in the circle.
Yep.
Wait,
like,
you didn't
my
take off your
God.
skates in the boat this time?
No. I was like rolling left and right.
Ocean, you know I can't think when you do that when you hover. Go
Well,
talk to Towley.
Oh my God. Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna pick out a Donna somewhere. So.
Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you have it set up now. These 2 disco balls, one rotating, the mirror set up so that the light hits it twice as frequently. It is angled. This is a Rube Goldberg machine that you have created.
Yes.
But it works. The light turns and it passes over you, and that you feel Eve's presence. And you realize the despair that she projected onto you, that was communicating, because she feels the sadness, but she feels the comfort with it. She has managed to channel that, to turn her own suffering into a support, to internalize it in a way that does not consume her. And you feel that same comfort, even as you see the blood dripping down the inside of the lens. And then the light hits the disco ball, and it's like a starburst explosion. This is bright light. It is designed to cut through fog, to showcase an island, to be able to allow ships in the far distance to triangulate the specific location. And in this moment, instead, it bursts off all those tiny mirrors, scattering every which way, and then blinks out. And then a moment later, bursts again and blinks out. With the mirror, it does it 3 times in one revolution. And the sky seems to stutter, as though the lights that you bring compete with the stars themselves. Dima, what record do you select?
This is important.
Also, really quick, did we just invent strobe lights?
Yes, we did. It came from the island. Yes, it did. Innovation.
I just realized that. Oh, we're gonna do hot stuff. Hot stuff on the summer.
Yep.
And the music starts. And it is loud. It is booming. You turn up the volume. And Sin goes and says, well, why didn't I just open a window? And she pulls out a hammer and just breaks one of the windows. The one facing the island.
Yes, perfect. Okay.
Now Cynthia.
Could
I punch another window.
Yeah, I would love to use my last power word to both go along with the beat and also shatter each window on the beat. I would like to use my power word, or word of power, storm. The electricity mentioned.
Yes!
Oh my god.
Okay, so one of the other functions, like lighthouses, have lightning rods at the top of them.
That is so cool, yeah.
So in this moment, when your light takes over, you call on the storm itself, and the clouds swarm in and block out the revolving stars. And the ocean begins to move again, to dance with the tides, to follow the moon instead of this strange circular power. And when the lightning strikes, it hits you, not literally you, but the lighthouse, and it explodes in light. Everything, the sky, it is dazzling. The entire scene has become just this effulgent moment, this glimmer, sparkling in every direction, in warm and cool shades in equal parts. Every time the lightning hits, the sky seems to erupt once more, but it's almost as though it erupts in applause. And when you look at the island, you see that people are staring. And there's a moment where you're like, are they going to walk into the water? And then you see that they're staring as though they're watching a fireworks display. That they're laughing and applauding. That people are wrapped around each other's shoulders. And then as the music gets louder, they start to dance.
Yes.
What do you do in this moment of triumph?
I'm gonna do a little dance. I'm gonna do a little strut around the floor. Just
Yeah.
when birds get really into
Towley starts
like,
dancing.
hard struts.
Like to the rhythm of the beat. They start dancing, they start laughing. This bubbly, bright, angelic laugh, and they swing around and their hands go up and they cup Dima up into the air. Throw you up into the air so you're able to like soar around inside the lighthouse with your wings out. And I turn to Ocean, and without even saying anything, I grab Ocean's hands and I pull them in for a dance.
Ocean has been dancing this whole time and has been like, with calling this storm and this magic, has been absolutely living it up in the flashes. Like it's like the flashes of light framing their dance moves as they circle around the lighthouse once again, and coast directly into this dance with you. And I think we'll also start laughing and just forgetting the circumstances that you're both in, is just living in the light with you and having a wonderful time dancing. And I think that this feels way too happy for the circumstances we're actually in. But
Towley, as the two of you are dancing together, is laughing and marveling in awe at the storm magic that flared out from you and broke the rest of the windows. And you can barely hear their voice over the screaming of the speakers and the bumping of the bass and that funky bass line playing. But you do hear them say very distinctly, Ocean, you know how to get out of the void, we needed an anchor?
yeah.
You're my anchor.
Oh,
and
God.
they kiss you.
Absolutely. I think literally same. I think you two are dancing, you're living in the light, and what was like a very, very fun, happy dance freezes
And in this infinite expanse of darkness, in the face of powers so much greater than you, so much more powerful that your mind could not even fathom them, you create an oasis of light, and you find joy, and you find each other. And that is where we will end this episode.
Oh my goodness. Gay people can do anything.
Yeah.
Gay love saves the world.
Gay love wins. Love wins.
Love wins, y'all.
Now, did gay love almost ruin it? Maybe, but listen, we turned it around.
Listen, never underestimate the sadness of a lesbian going through a breakup, okay?
It is the most powerful force.
Power.
Lord.
My heart.